Democracy is a fragile thing, so let's see if Iran can pull it off. There we go, the opposition has begun. But now we have to create a base, and to be honest it doesn't really matter, so Azerbaijan. Give it 7 days and we'll be ready. There we go, we can now do, where is it? Organise protests. Now it looks like we have to choose which way we're going to go. We can either go with the centre, the left opposition, or the right opposition. And you know me, you know which one I like, the left opposition. Oh wait, this is not the Soviets. Sorry, I just wasn't paying attention. Looks like I can't do constitutional limits on the Shah just yet. That's fine, we can modernise Iran. We do not have many civs, I mean just look at that. 7, so let's get some more, shall we? Rapid industrialisation. 2 of them. Yay. And yes, I could do things like organise protests and the like, but to be honest, there's genuinely no reason to. Oh yeah, I also got civilian trains because I had to. I have no idea why any country doesn't start with civilian trains, but whoops. Oh well, let's open a power plant in Tehran. Well, 187 pp, so let's go for the Democratic Reformer. And yes, we do have a little downside to getting advisors, but whatever. It's only 27 pp. I can live. Trust me, we're going to get a lot of pp today. Perfect. More than enough democratic support, so let's do constitutional limits on the Shah. And yes, we could have gone to the Civil War, but no, don't want to, they're too costly. And oh dear, someone is a little bit diminished. But no matter, we can strengthen the Iranian parliament. This also does remove Azerbaijani and Kurdish resistance, which basically means we get 20% extra stability and war support for free. Nice. Pretty nice. Hell, if you go via the forced abdication route, you don't get that. So yeah, in a way, this is kind of better. 20% extra stability and war support for free. Oh yeah. But now we have something very, very funny. We have flipped democratic, and at this point the Shah is a constitutional monarch. But for some reason, the country is now called the Republic of Iran. I assume it's something to do with the other side towards a republic, but I don't know. For about 35 days, we're technically going to be a republic. But oh well, let's do free elections, shall we? Anyway, 1.4 pp a day, that's good. Let's go up to partial mode. Who is going to lead us? Mohammed or Mohammed? But Muhammad Ali gives more PP gain stability compared to you. So, sorry. Okay, what next? Looks like we're going to continue westernization. Another 2 civs. Thank you. And yes, the country name has changed again. We're just Iran at this point, which makes much more sense. Although, for some reason, we can still organise protests. I don't know why, but goodbye. Finally, we can establish Tehran University. This will give us an extra research slot. Yay! Okay, looks like we have to entice foreign investment. You know, I think this is meant to be compensating for something that I can't remove. But hey, it's nice. Plus 15%? Good. You'd think doing invest in university facilities would give us an extra research slot. But no, it doesn't. It just gives us all of this. Which is nice, but nah. Instead, let's expand oil production. Doesn't give us that much, but hey, it's better than nothing, isn't it? No surprise, going to be going for the silent workhorse. 1.92 pp a day. That is ridiculous. There's the oil. Now let's nationalize it. All of that for 1 civ. Of course, how could I forget? Let's do relief of command. We could get more oil by developing the oil fields, but nah, let's develop the major settlements. 2 civs. 2. May as well restructure this army. Let's nab international solidarity. Don't think I'm going to be sending any volunteers because... yeah, but oh well, it's nice to have, isn't it? Good, let's get to work. Let's disrupt the great game. Afghanistan doesn't have too many units, so I think we should be fine. Look, if you've been watching my stuff, you should be familiar with this template at this point. Well, let's do this. Declare. Can I go up to... no, I cannot. Oh well, let's do revolution in the Gulf. Now, as you can see, Afghanistan is actually walking in on us. And that's deliberate, that's part of the plan. Look, there is no way we can push all the way to Kabul without breaking their entrenchment a little way. They want us to have as many units as they do, which is 20. So, another 3. So that should do it. No? Fine, another. Thank you. Thank goodness I was training up these units, eh? Are they not moving? No, they are not. Okay, if that's what they want to do, we'll go on to them. The plan is simple, encircle, and then push. And let's get some more mills. I also have their cipher. Go. All can go for another encirclement. Come on. Come on. Gotcha. I don't know if that's everything, but it's close enough. There is a lot of units there. And now, I guess you guys can just go to Kabul. And suddenly a load of units just appeared out of nowhere. Lovely. I might have to do the trap again, which is fine. That's kind of on the cards anyway. Oh dear, been encircled in the valley. Whatever, keep going, maybe you'll do something. The fact that Afghanistan, of all countries, has built a tank division is kind of funny. You know what I say? Take that. I don't actually know if these units are enough to push that. I don't know if I have enough to pull this off, but it's worth a try, I suppose. How on earth are you... how did you do that? You're still there? I mean, good. Good. Try and finish them off, I suppose. Somehow the unit that got trapped in the valley is the most useful unit in HOI4 history. That was silly, very silly, but it worked, so puppet, rights, reps. The Republic of Afghanistan. Nice. To be honest, I think that went well. We tricked them out, and with a little bit of luck from the 2nd Division, whatever your name is, well done. Well done. Normally I don't give out medals, but you know, you did so good. The medal for gallantry, I suppose. Well done. Everyone say well done to this division. They've done perfectly. I guess it's now time for the big one for us, the Hormuz crisis. We're going to ask the UK very nicely to decolonise. And hopefully they leave. But I'm also glad that I managed to get war economy and all the stuff from that as well. That was very useful. I hope this goes well, but you never know with the UK. Could go in any way. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, nothing for the moment. Okay, let's do Islamic Brotherhood. Time for us to make a faction. While we wait for the UK to do something. Come on, come on, I'm bored, I'm bored, I'm bored, I'm bored, do something. And there you go. And I guess we must demonstrate our resolve. We will strike when we have the advantage. No. I might be crazy, but even I know that this will never work. As far as I know, there's no peace out. In fact, I'm going to check. I'm going to save scum this and see if there is one. No, of course there isn't. That would be too easy, HOI4. That would be too easy. You couldn't have just added a piece out or something? No! No. But whatever, I'm glad I checked. This event chain was interesting, but the UK didn't do anything. In my practice game, the UK did back off, but I think that's because they were fighting the Axis. Maybe try that if you do this. Oh well, let's back down. If it succeeds, here's what happens. You get control of Qatar, Abu Dhabi, southern Yemen, and I think Kuwait, I can't remember. But in addition to this, Oman becomes free, which is quite useful considering the very next focus, Persian Gulf supremacy. The UK has caused us a bit of problems, so you know what? Let's cause some problems for them, in Abu Dhabi and Qatar. Anyway, I guess the final one for us, support Pashtun nationalism. Well, it's the final focus down here. I still have this one and we'll do it soon enough, but come on, close enough. And you know what? I'm fairly certain these decisions are exactly the same as Ethiopia's for the African Union. I think the devs copied themselves again. No matter, Qatar. More decisions. Yay! Now let's cause trouble in the Raj. Looks like promoting resistance. Okay, I get the idea. Can't do Persian Gulf hegemony for the moment, I'm just not ready. So what are we gonna do now? You know what, should I do education reforms? Sure, let's get that research slot. But speaking of like navies and stuff, we're gonna need one, so I'm going to make some basic subs. And while I remember, let's also get there we go, transports. And here goes nothing. 3, 2, 1, flat, go. And here is why doing those decisions is a bad idea. Iraq is guaranteed by the UK, so they always join the Allies. So yeah, probably not the best. Maybe if you timed it right, it would work better, but it's not really worth it, is it? You know what? Nah, not gonna do that. I think the time has come. Yeah, it won't take us long, so let's do Persian Gulf supremacy. And yeah, it's a nice national spirit, extra attack, defense, justifications, PP, stability. Woo, very good, very good. Oh, there's our handiwork. Looks like some guys are rising up. Unfortunately, nothing from these guys. I think the UK has more than enough to stop it. Oh, collapse. Okay. Saudi, let's do it. Focus. Taliban pact. It's a good thing we didn't do it before going in on Afghanistan. And yes, I'm going a very, very, very long way. And of course you did. Right, force that attack. And break that cipher. I got an idea. Since I have that army going over there, now I'll have an army going over here. Should work. Should be in the big idea. I honestly thought the port was here, so I moved the invasion to show it. And hey, a white piece. Congratulations. Oh, no, we got that port, and we got that, and perfect. Two-sided offensive. You guys go there, the rest of you will go on the other side. Good. Thank you. Maybe they'll do that, maybe they won't. But I want to do every man who can serve. I need the recruitable. And yeah, the future of war, nice I suppose, 4% extra org. Although the tank stuff, nah, I'm not going to use it. Although maybe Afghanistan will, you know, because they did earlier for some reason. Thank you, another one. Et voila. Oh yeah, I have to call in Iranian Central Arabia. And yes, we have actually made it to Sana. That went better than expected, so no complaints. Unfortunately though, that is it. I'm obviously not going to use the rest of my war goals. I'm not going to declare on the UK, I'm not going to declare on their puppets. So unfortunately, only this guy is left. So let's get to work, shall we? Since going in on the Soviets will take a lot of supply, let's get some, shall we? Come on, all the way over here. We're going to do all 3 of these links, because they give a supply hub. Huh? Really? You of all people, want to join us? That would be funny, wouldn't it? Not today, though. Not today. Well, looks like the Soviets are influencing our politics, which, if I know anything, means, yep, 70 days to go. 35 days to go, I think. Come on, I would assume so. And I also know that this means the UK will declare on us, and so... Nah, I don't want to fight them, so we don't have to. Anyway, let's get combined arms. There you go, the Soviets are on their way. The majority of the army will actually be on the Afghan side of the border. This bit can largely just do it itself. Thank you. Let them come. Let them come. Right, does the Soviets have a war goal? Not sure. Do the Allies? No. Right, I think we can leave the Allies safely. Just gonna be sure on that. And yes, in my practice game I did exactly this. Join the Allies, leave the Allies, and then they declare. I guess they heard me. Right, let's get to work. Okay, time for the fight for Iran. 0 days. And force them back. I don't know what we can do, but we will try our best, I know. We'll try our best. And again, this is just Paradox copying their own homework from Ethiopia. This would be Northern Thrust and Southern Thrust. I mean, it does work, but it is funny when you can tell what they've done. Nice encirclement. Not as nice as it could have been, but well, you get what you're given. Meanwhile, over here, Tbilisi. Yeah, it's not really a shock when I know literally everything about it. North, south, doesn't matter, so south. Yeah, we captured a facility. That's interesting. Come on, nice. That will give the Axis a welcome boost, I suppose. Looks like we've made it as far as we probably should. So let's demand war reps. The only reason you do white peace is if you were desperate. But since we're not, come on. I probably should stop pushing. It's not really necessary, but it's fun. And for some reason my unit is trapped in Batumi. The Soviets have taken quite a bit from us, but then again, so have we. Whatever, it's all good. It's all good. I hope the Soviets see sense. Yay! And as a bonus, we even get a little bit of territory. We get Ashgabat, Azerbaijan, Georgia. Annoyingly, despite having control of other states like Dagestan, I don't get them. But whatever, you know, whatever. We won. I'm kind of surprised there isn't an achievement dedicated to this. So, about this path. Is it good? Yeah, I suppose so. It's fine. It does its job fairly alright. You could also join the Allies if you want to do that, and that could be interesting. The main problem is the RNG on the Hormuz crisis. If Paradox removed the RNG, it would be so much better. However, it does exist for the moment, which does drag down this tree. Oh well, until next time everybody, I thank you for watching, I do hope you've enjoyed it, and until we meet again, from me, Bubbles Zest. Goodbye.